Ready to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion, fitness, health, real estate, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston. Stay up, look up, and boss up.
What's up, Houston? It's your girl, Miss Bacon Baby, and this is Boss Up Houston. We do this every second, third, and fourth Saturday, and you know I have the bosses in the building. I have the lovely ladies of Boss Up Houston sitting with me right here at the bosses table. To my right, I have Miss Tequila. Hey, y'all. And right next to her, I have Miss Yvonne Moore. What's going on, Vonnie? And I have my girl, Miss Sabrina Bay.
Hey now.
She always give y'all that wink. And of course, the lovely Miss Monique Lusk, honey, is in the building.
What's poppin', H-Town, where it goes down?
Yes. And you know, it's your girl, Shamir Bacon. And we are official BossUp.tv. And this is Boss Up Houston. Again, we do this every second, third, and fourth Saturday. And today we're coming to you with I'm Every Woman.
Ooh,
now, y'all know we got to give it to y'all on this show today. Because every woman... you know, being every woman in business, in life, in your career, in God, in Christianity, in whatever your religion is, and just being every woman is so important because, you know, women make the world go round. They say money make the world go round, but I believe it's women. What y'all think?
I believe that we print the money. They just don't know.
Okay. Did y'all see that? Remember that movie with Queen Latifah and them, and they were printing the money and making the money and things like that? Women make the money.
Right.
Wait, women make the world go round.
Yes. We are the backbone of it all.
I think we make the money go round too, though.
Well, we do procreation. We do the procreation.
Yes.
So there's no world without a woman.
Okay.
It doesn't start with a man. He can't have a baby. He
Because
can make a baby.
Because where do you come from, honey? A woman. Yes. I'm every woman.
That's right.
Initially, y'all know that Shaka Khan did the I'm Every Woman song, and then Whitney Houston remade it. So definitely when I say that I'm Every Woman, though, that song comes to mind. But we're going to go around the boss's table and just get a few insights on what being every woman means to each one of these ladies. I'm going to start with Sabrina. Sabrina.
So being a every woman means to me is that you lead other women, other men. You teach them, and you, through your life experience, we are to teach others. So being a woman, we raise our children. We try to raise them the best that we can. So being every woman is being a teacher.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
I like
Momo, what is being every woman to you, sweetie?
Listen, here's the thing about being every woman. When you are every woman, you wear many hats.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay? And for me, being every woman is being able to make sure your head is big enough but still cute enough to wear all of those hats. So you got to be able to cook up the bacon and put it in a pan, and that whole commercial about that perfume that we're not going to talk about, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean.
Oh my goodness, being every woman is being funny.
Yeah.
Come on, Boo. Yes, and we flip it.
Flip it, girl. Flip it.
I want to send some shout outs. Hey, Brandon Moore, thank you for tuning in.
Hello.
Whitney Adolph, thank you for tuning in. Hey,
Hey,
Auntie Darlene
darling.
Thompson is on. Thank you for tuning in. Thank everybody for tuning in. We love you guys. Thank you guys for showing support, and comment, post, and say, you know, what being every woman is to you on this live. Tequila, I'm going to go to you. Give me some insight on what being every woman is to you.
Being every woman is, despite everything that we go through, we still go through it. with a smile.
Oh, that's good. I
And
like
then-
that.
Yep,
We
that's
sure
it.
do that.
And no excuses.
we sure do that.
And
We
no
go through
excuses.
everything and no excuse. Yeah,
No excuses.
We can't have the excuses like
Cannot.
me. It's just
Can't
us.
have it.
We keep moving. We keep
Keep
striving.
going.
Right.
Come on, Vonnie. Chime in. Chime in.
Well, being every woman to me is being adaptable.
Oh, that's
Being
good.
able to adjust to everything that gets thrown at you, because when you are wearing those different mini hats, you have to deal with different mini problems and situations and road bumps and things that come and arise at the spur of the moment when you just, it's the last thing you need. So it's being able to adapt and adjust and, you know, get on top of it. Turn your lemons into lemonade.
Come on,
lemonade.
Come on, baby. Turn your lemons into lemonade.
We's a little Beyonce in it.
Turn your crystals into diamonds.
Yes.
That's what being every woman is to us. We are the bosses. The Boss Up Houston ladies have given you what every woman means. And I just want to tell you guys that being every woman has many aspects, and so we're definitely going to go into what being every woman in business, because being a boss, you have to boss up, you have to own whatever you're doing, and you have to be that woman.
Yes.
And I don't want to say
Confident
that.
in your
You know,
brand.
they say that be. You know, you have to
Okay.
be that. You have to be that. So, you have to be that woman, and people look up to you. People, they require a certain aurora from you. They require a certain energy from you. And so these are women that are every woman in business. And you know, the number one woman in business is Miss Oprah.
Yes.
Can we say
Go
right?
Yes, we must salute to Miss Oprah.
Yes.
Oprah is a boss in her own right.
Oh yeah.
And
Big
Her
boss.
looking slim and trim.
she
and
has
gorgeous.
evolved. And I picked the
Right.
Golden Globes because she gave a very profound speech. And at this Golden Globes, and she inspired the women that were already doing things.
Yes.
I think she just inspired us a little bit more, to push a little bit more, to push a little bit harder, and to know that, you know, this avenue is available and reachable for
Right.
us.
Yes.
One thing Oprah did do that I admire is that she started in an industry where it was male dominated.
Yes.
And then she evolved, and she has now created her own avenue. She has her own television station. She does
Yes.
her own products.
Yes, she does.
She has
Empire.
Magazines.
She's a
magazines,
mogul.
right? She is a mogul in her own right. So, baby, she is the boss number one.
Yes.
And I know it might be some discrepancy because I put Oprah first over our first lady, but
But Oprah was there
Oprah-
before our first lady.
Long
Exactly.
time. Long
Me.
time.
Yes.
And I'm going to say this, and I hope nobody gets upset with it, but I'm a boss, honey, so I can
Yeah,
own
come
what I
on, girl.
say, and I meant what I
Yes.
say, and I mean
What
what
she
I
said.
And this
What she said.
Oprah is a boss in her own right.
Right.
I feel like Michelle Obama is a boss as well,
love
but
her.
she got the boss name or hat because she is the first lady,
And we
Not,
love
you know.
her.
And
Yes.
she did do things on her own. She made waves on her own, but we love her as well. So definitely Michelle Obama, and you see it say 5 ways the word strong is
Yes.
used against the black woman.
Yes.
But
It's used
Well,
against
she-
the black woman. I
Yeah.
love that.
yeah, Michelle
what
Obama
happened
has trailblazed through a lot of controversy and things of that nature. And I know it has to be hard being the first African American first lady. And
Right.
we
Really
have to
first.
applaud her for being a boss in that right.
very classy woman, and
I love
it.
all of her pictures are still
Yeah.
being shared. There's not a picture or an atmosphere where she is degrading
Right.
a woman,
Absolutely.
and especially as a black woman.
I like that she has her own style.
Yes,
I love her style.
Yes.
She never bent in that respect. She had on a neon
yeah.
yellow
Not
dress.
They
just
talked about her
that.
clothing.
She got her
They
own
talked about her
thing.
clothing in the beginning.
I mean, in the
Yes.
beginning of
Come
it all,
through,
that's
Michelle
all we
Obama.
really was looking at was the clothing and all of that. Nobody really talked about her being a dean of a university.
Yeah,
or
she's
being
Or a
lawyer.
lawyer,
Yeah.
right?
Before, you know, it was supposed to be about her, and I think she wrote that in her book. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be about her, but
And
you
she
know,
was
you gotta.
actually supposed to be Obama's mentor when they met.
Well,
back
she
in
actually
the
she
day.
actually
his
was.
mentor.
She
his
was.
mentor.
So
there you go.
There
She
you go.
built
That's what
him.
make her. Yep, you said it.
Yeah, she built
Behind
him.
Backbone.
every man is a.
Behind every good man.
Yeah, I'ma say to the side of every good man, honey.
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
not
walking
behind you no more.
The front, the back, the side.
Baby, I might be a little bit in front.
Side.
If I got my heels on and you a little bit
Get
shorter
that
than me.
rib out, honey. Get that
Yeah.
rib.
And you welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Very much. All right, y'all. So those are the very extraordinary women in business, and definitely want to give big ups to those women in business. But we are going to go to Tequila. She's going to do her segment today, Tea Chats with Tequila, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to Miss Tequila Adolph. Girl, give us what you got for a pork chop.
Or a turkey chop, because I don't eat that.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And this is Tea Chats with Tequila. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see that I come on and I speak my mind and really don't care
Why should we follow you?
because I said so.
Why else?
Because I'm not that bad. But basically, a lot of people follow me, and I suggest you follow me because I talk about fitness. I talk about your spiritual growth in your mind. Pretty much everything in lifestyle according to the world of tequila.
The world
Yes.
of tequila.
Come through, world of tequila.
That's what I'm
It's
looking.
my perspective on life based on my experiences and as the woman of age 47,
Who else
which I
47?
do not
Looking all
say
gorgeous.
I'm
And
21
look at
years
that.
old.
We both 47 in this
Yes.
building.
Looking gorgeous and
I'm about
stuff.
to be 48.
That's
though.
them 70 babies. We 70 babies.
Yes.
I just feel I have a lot to add and just a lot of things to speak on.
That's what makes
with
you an
other
expert
women.
in this
in
field.
your field.
Thank
yeah.
you.
I love
and
it.
I appreciate that. You guys rock.
Okay, so come on, let's get
Give
into
it.
it. I
Let's
need
do
to know how to need to be healthy. I need to be sexy. I'm going to my 50s. They putting pictures up of Kate Beckinsale and Halle Berry. I'm trying to get my Halle Berry on. So what we
Halle
doing?
Berry, Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Tequila, honey.
Well, first, everybody always say, well, look at you. You got it all. Actually, I do have it all because it was a choice. It was a thing that I had to go through. And what I went through initially, I had it easy. I always was popular with everyone, starting off with my name. So it was easy for me to gain people to like me. Or
Tequila.
I know, right?
I do
I
love
love my
tequila.
name.
Come on, Jose.
And so eventually I felt alone and lost when I guess when I got married. I mean, I love my husband to death, but honestly, I was just so this independent driven person that I learned to handle and do everything on my own. But in respect to God and the sanctity of marriage, I know my place as his wife and the mother of his children. So my roles had changed. I started gaining weight. I went through depression, and I kind of lost myself.
Wow.
So
Really
eventually,
transparent.
It
Yeah.
happens.
thank you guys.
Thank you for being transparent.
And so I went through a stage of trying to find myself. I found a mentor that said, look, get up, get yourself together. And that's what I did. So in 2014, I lost over 40 pounds
Whoa.
within
man.
3 months.
Woo.
So
Wait a minute now.
Oh, girl, you looking good.
minute,
Oh,
look
girl,
at
you
you.
help.
Help in T-chats.
it
Yes.
was
Yes.
It was an
Oh,
experience.
Look at those cheeks.
It was an experience because I've used to been really skinny and then now I was really different from where I was before. And my father said, "Look, you don't look good. Something not right. Fix it." And so I fixed it.
So how did you fix it? Let's get into it.
Through changing my diet was number one. And it was very hard because at that time I was a young newlywed. I prepared food for my husband. I prepared food for my children.
And he liked to eat.
Everybody like to eat. My husband liked to eat. I like to eat. And then I had little ones. So at that point, back then, it's not just bloated out on Facebook and all of these channels where you can just lose weight and then still do good. So I had to figure out a way to lose weight, still providing food for my family and the time that they needed. And then I had to take time for myself on workouts that I did, connecting with my personal trainer, and actually being in the environment of being accountable of losing the weight. So that's basically what I did.
So what was the food regimen? What did you change? What did you change from, the bad eating? What was the good eating? What was the food regimen that you did?
The basic thing that I did was I drank more water. That was the number one thing. I drank more water because that slowed my wanting and cravings for other foods. I actually gave up.
My stomach is growling right now. I'm just singing.
And then I changed on less of the fried foods, more vegetables, more nuts, more healthy things that I can grab on. Like I said, I really didn't have access to getting on these social media things. I had to really do research and find out what works for me and what I can fix on a realistic time schedule as a mother of four and as a wife.
Do you suggest meal prep?
Meal prep, yes. As a fitness professional, I do suggest it. But as a mother, and realistically, there's a way of doing meal prep, which I will talk about next month. Perfect. But, there's a way that it shouldn't scare you of being this dramatic thing, but it's very necessary. You have to prepare your food for the day because anything could come up.
So I want to say people don't like the word diet. People so much as myself.
Yeah.
I only could speak for myself. Like the word lifestyle change. It's what I had to do when I was diagnosed with cancer. I had to change my way of eating, thinking, and breathing in order to be able to still be here and still rock it out for ya. Now, with that being said, what do you suggest for your fans as far as how they should just take that first step?
And I agree with you, Monique. I don't use the word diet as well because I can't have a specific diet for myself and for someone else to follow. I always say a lifestyle change. And basically it is a lifestyle change because if I say, don't eat all sugars, don't eat bread and all of that, what if you're in a situation and that's all that you have?
Right.
So basically the food that you eat is going to be what's based on you specifically. And that's why I always encourage you, if you're going on that fitness change and that different lifestyle, to have an accountability partner, and specifically a fitness professional, a personal trainer, a nutritionist, something that's just for you. You cannot do it by yourself. That's the number one rule.
That's one thing that I learned, I had to find out what fits me. Because some is the keto diet, some is this. But what worked for me is a pescatarian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I every now and then dip in the meat sometime, but I gave myself like
Pescatarian.
1 or 2
Yeah.
days.
High five me. Come on, Sabrina.
That's what's been
what I
working for me.
do.
But I try to do every other thing, and it wasn't
And you
working.
look awesome, both of y'all. I'm very impressed.
It was hard.
Y'all
though.
are
Your
rocking
mouth
it. I
would
tried.
draw when you
But I'm
stop
very
certain
content.
things.
I'm very content with my vegetables, my fish, my seafood, or whatever. I'm very content with that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
see-
can eat my carbs.
Well, see, that's the whole
Now you
thing.
can.
When I say it's work for you, the very first thing is your mind. And by your saying, you
Absolutely.
have to adapt to this.
Have to
This
change
is
your
what I'm going
mindset.
to do. And if you do miss a day or you're not, all that's around is this. Don't beat yourself up because you cheated. You're not cheating nobody for yourself. You're sustaining your body to keep going for the next day.
Right. And I think a cheat day is, you know,
Saturday
it's
for me.
you know,
necessary.
it's necessary. Yeah.
A Saturday for me.
Because you can say, okay, I know that I'm gonna cheat on this day and then go back
I
to the
look
diet.
forward
One
to
day
it.
is not going
It's
to
not gonna hurt.
I think you should have
you know.
a cheat moment. Not a cheat, because some people
No,
take
because
that
a
day
cheat
to
moment
go
could be
too
every
hard.
moment.
Okay,
It's
and it's
like,
many
I'm
moments.
a-
Like next week.
You
Many
see
moments.
600
I
pounds
mean,
right
this is my
there.
cheat day, and I'm gonna pick my cheat moment. Because
Oh,
you
okay.
can have
that's
a
true.
cheat day
That's
and like
true.
it's my cheat day. I go
Because
to
of a
cupcakes.
chicken wing,
So
I
that
love
is
chicken
my
wings.
day.
I love
And here
chicken
go
wings.
the-
And
I
if
mean,
it's
but
sitting there, I'm going to eat it.
okay, let's just be realistic. You're not gonna gain 10 pounds in one day.
You're
Even
not.
if you eat ice cream the whole day, you still not gonna gain
It's a
10
good
pounds
life.
back.
Yeah.
So I
good
mean, it's it's a good life. I watch and I do watch 600 Pound Life. Like
I
my
hate.
600 Pound Life. Cause I be
Oh.
like, oh my god,
How could you?
Oh
Oh,
my
my God! How could you let yourself get that big?
and
How
I be
could you not
but-
see
I be
it?
telling
Do you
my
cover up
kids-
your mirrors?
I be
What's
telling
going
my
on?
kids.
But it
I be like,
happens. It happens eventually, Monique.
No, I ain't
Look
no
at- you saw
eventually
my
for
picture.
600 pounds.
You saw my picture.
Hey.
I went after I
I ain't no
had.
eventually for 600, Keela. I say 300, maybe 2, but
you-
6?
No, you get to that point where you just give up.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
ain't
And
nobody-
then
It's a
even
mental
passing
battle.
the
Or
mirror,
like
you
you
don't
said-
even notice until
you don't
someone
notice that
actually
you can't see
pulls
yourself
you
in the
to-
mirror. You need 2 mirrors.
I
to
didn't
see
notice.
No,
yourself.
it's a
I'ma
mental
say
thing.
this.
It
I'ma
was
say
very
this.
and
mental.
I am gonna say this because I was heavier. Once I had my girls, I had Jasmine Sincere back to back, and so my weight just steadily increased. I never had a chance to get back down to my original weight. So and I have a lot of curvy friends, and they was
Hi.
like, "Oh, girl,
I'm her
girl,
curvy friend.
you were smaller before, you know.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
you ain't a big girl. You ain't in our category."
Yeah.
But I'm like, yes, I am. Do you see this? Man?
Yeah.
This is 180 pounds. This girl was 180 pounds.
Dang.
Woo.
I was there too.
So-
Shoot, I was at 16.
So when I had my kids, I was, I did not realize it until one day I really did. I was like, why am I in a size 14? Your
Yeah.
girl had been in a size 5, 6 her whole life.
I see
Yep.
that.
You feel me? And so when I hit a size 14, that was like depression. Do you hear me?
Right.
I
That's depressing for me.
I
to
was
think
like,
about.
wait a minute. And I had to realize I started buying stretch pants,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Make
things
it
to make
comfortable.
you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I ain't
So I was
doing that.
cute,
Of course.
Yes.
but it wasn't me. And so when I talked to my girlfriends that were I call them chunky or curvy or whatever, plus size, they would say, "Oh girl, you'll be all right, you'll lose the weight." But I was
Ooh, that's
really,
what they did to me.
I was really,
was really
going
hard.
and asking the questions like, "Oh my God, what do y'all do?" So I went through that whole little depression. It wasn't really depression, but it was like
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
devastating
depressing. Yeah, it is
moment for
depressing.
me.
You don't
See,
know.
like, I was a baller. So I could eat what I
Oh,
want.
I saw your throwback
Exactly.
picture.
I could eat what I want. I was eating like 7 times a day.
Yeah.
And then, I got pregnant with
Yeah,
my
me too. I
son.
think that was
Gained
a problem,
70
too.
pounds. Did not lose not 1 pound because everyone's like, "Ooh, feed that baby. Feed that baby."
My first
And
child.
I love to eat. So I was
Right.
feeding that baby and more
And
than
myself too.
enough. More than enough.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
right.
get 70 pounds. I didn't drop
I
out
lost
1
70
pound
pounds.
after him.
I
Right.
I
lost
gained 80
Wow.
pounds
I-
in my first pregnancy.
I lost look, I have 3 kids and I lost a lot of weight, but I really didn't lose a lot of weight until I started becoming a pescatarian.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, this dress, like I wore this dress in our first season of Boss Up when we interviewed some people. And when I put this dress on today, I noticed it was feeling a little big. And I was like,
Yes.
Yes. For the
Yes.
yes, now I got
Lucy
to. I don't
Goosey.
care how cold it is outside.
Right?
Yeah.
I forgot my jacket.
I'm going through the change anyway.
Well, I love it. I think that like you said, Tequila, the mindset is definitely important because when I made the decision to lose the weight, I had to change again the lifestyle.
Yeah.
I went to drinking more water, doing fruits and vegetables, and fish, chicken, and fruits and vegetables. That was like my whole menu.
Yeah.
You can
and
make it work.
yeah, and if you snack on the right things, you can snack all day. And I
Yeah.
learned that, and so that's how I keep my weight down, even though I still need to work out a little bit.
Just a little
I just
bit.
need
We
to add
all
the workout
do.
part to
It's
it.
so hard.
You know, that's what I love about Tequila and her husband.
Okay, they be
work out
working out
together.
fitness, winning.
I don't know. I be letting Willie work out. I ain't seen
we
Tequila.
love Willie, but we ain't gonna give him all the props because my husband did not start working out with me.
Yes.
I had to do it on my own.
At first?
At first.
Yeah.
Okay.
At first. And he saw that. Hey, you trying to look too cute. Let me
Yeah.
go with
No,
you. Why
well,
you going
he
to the
didn't-
gym?
he didn't want that
What
buffy.
you doing at the gym all the time?
Buffy to get
Like,
you
come
in
on,
the
man.
gym.
What's at the gym? Why you at the gym?
Why
every
you
day?
at the gym?
Why are you at the
Because I'm at the gym, Willie.
Just come on with
at the
and
gym?
and that's the thing. A lot of people say, "Well, I can't do it by myself," and that is
Yes, you
so
can.
Oh my
true.
God, it's so
Some
hard.
people can.
No,
Some
you
people
can you can do
No,
it by
I
yourself.
can,
but I be like,
But you
I need a buddy.
You
Okay,
need
I'll
an
be-
accountability partner,
Bye,
and
buddy.
my partner
I'm
that
looking for a workout buddy.
see,
I go
well,
to Gold's Gym.
I'ma tell
Please
you,
let me
We
know.
need to do it together.
I'm gonna tell you, my first accountability partner was behind the scenes, and it was my coach. She was an online coach, and she checked in on me every once in a while. She wasn't there. She actually lived in Florida, but she said, "Hey, did you go to the gym? Hey, did you do your video workout? Hey, I found
it.
this where you can do like 16 sit-ups because I know you're busy. I know you can't get out. I heard that it was raining in Houston." Somebody like that, you have to have
Wow,
somebody
they keep
behind the
it
scenes.
up
So
for
it
real.
wasn't
Absolutely.
it wasn't a physical thing, but I hate to say it, I didn't do it alone. I had always had somebody
Don't hate to
That is
say it.
to
true.
push
Okay.
me,
That is true.
but when my husband came aboard, then it was like competition.
Yes.
So if you have that you know, your BFF, your
Yeah.
girlfriend, or somebody where you do competition, and then it's much easier if it is in the household because now I didn't make separate meals, and now my
We're doing this
kids were
together.
teenagers, so they fixed their own food, and me and my husband were able to prepare our foods, and then
That
it
helps a
kind
lot.
of enhance and boost the weight loss.
Well, that's good. I love it. Thank you, Tequila, for giving us your tea chats, girl.
We look forward
Thank
to
you.
what
And
you're
that's
gonna
what,
bring to the
actually, me and
table.
Tequila met long time ago
Yes.
through Tammy.
Uh-huh.
Through Tammy
Yep.
at Lifetime.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's how I
okay.
found you on
That's what I
social
was
media.
working on all the time.
That's what
Gives me
everybody
life.
said. They were like, "Oh, you're that workout girl. You always have those
that's how I
workout
found you on
videos."
social
And
media. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna listen.
We
to
need
her
to
every
do a
day.
workout video then.
Yeah, something.
Tequila.
Yes.
Yes.
we will start that and definitely have it before the summertime.
That'll
we
work.
will
I
stay
love
on
it.
this fitness thing. I am a certified group fitness instructor.
Yes.
Property of
Oh.
Soul Group. So yes, we
Yes,
So
so
what
we'll
do we
get back
do
to
it?
it.
Gotta wait till my
forward
back
to
come
with
back
this
in because you
segment?
know I played basketball last night. Yeah, my
So
back
what do
is
we
out.
have to look forward to this segment? We want to talk about the segment right now. What do you want to give your fans with this
Yes.
segment?
Well, coming up, a lot of mental things to get your body prepared because, like I said, it has to start from there. There will be a lot of recipes, a lot of quick fixes,
I
things
need
to
some
do. A lot of exercises, quick workouts that you can do, so there's no excuse for everything.
Perfect.
And then actually, like I said, next month we're going to talk about when's the best time to work out and some meal prep fixes.
Oh,
Yay!
I look forward
All
to
right,
Tequila.
we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it together.
Yes. Even me, Lord.
All right, so this is another Boss Up edition. Y'all know how we do. This is Boss Up Houston. We do this every second, third, and fourth Saturday. You just heard the Tea Chats with Tequila, and she gave it to you, honey. Bossy. Yes, I want to give some shout outs to some of our guests that are tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in and chiming in on today. John Martin, Francesca Allen, Charles Williams, all the way from New York. Thank you for tuning in. Brandon Moore, we love you. That's Yvonne's hubby.
Hi, babe.
Thank everybody for tuning in and watching. Keep it locked. Stay locked on to the bosses. You know what? I want to give y'all the tune of I'm Every Woman. We're going to go into some strong women. I know you guys know that women have strong attributes and we carry a lot of weight.
Yes.
Okay. But with being every woman, there are some strong women, and we want to go into who's the strong woman and empowerment for 2019. So here we go. We have first up
Me.
you so funny.
Oprah.
So the next ones of course Oprah and Michelle Obama, we talked about them. And Serena.
I
So
love her.
actually, you know what? I should have put Serena and Venus on here, but
Where is Venus? I ain't
I
no
feel
bitch.
like-
Oh, she just did a commercial. I was like, okay.
So
It looking
Serena
good.
been killing it for years.
well, Serena is the strong woman,
she
but
clearly.
this is what I do have to say about Venus. I feel like she's a big sister that supports her
little
younger sister.
little
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah.
I got one of them.
Oh my
Very,
Like a
God.
very
mentor.
much. And
She's
so I love
behind the
it.
scenes.
I love it. And
Mentor
you know
pushing.
how
It's
you
not
have
that-
those
yeah.
personalities where I'm the more outgoing.
Somebody's more
Yep.
outgoing,
Right.
and someone's not.
Right,
Yeah.
Introvert
right.
and outrovert. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
my
I
sisters
love
are
that. I
introverted.
love
Yes.
that. So definitely Serena Williams is a strong woman, baby. In
Yes.
2019, she had her daughter.
She's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Every
I'm
woman,
following that.
Yeah.
every woman,
She owns
motherhood.
she has a
Yes.
clothing line
She has a
now.
clothing line. She's
a wife.
owning,
Working it.
Now let me
Yes.
tell you her strongest moment for me. Okay.
She,
When she told that referee
Oh my
off,
God.
and she was like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you this."
Okay, come on, Compton. That's
him.
when the Compton
Yo.
came
Give
out.
me
in
a
her.
But her
Was
that,
real.
that the strongest moment though was when she did humble herself and she apologized,
Yes, she
and
did.
she gave the younger lady that won the match
Yes.
Yes.
her props.
Yeah.
And she
Yep.
was like, "Look, I'm not
That's a
gonna take
woman.
this from
Yeah.
you. This is what it is." And you know,
Even the
I-
young
there
girl
you
was
go.
sad
When you
about it.
have
She knew
humbleness.
that
yeah,
it was unfair. She wanted to win fairly as well.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But and so we applaud Miss Serena Williams for being a strong woman in
I love me
2019.
some Serena, honey.
All
Especially
right.
when she worked it out on that Lemon video with Rihanna in front of her private jet.
Oh, and we have to talk
Okay.
about Serena
And
and
she in
fitness.
Beyonce video.
We have to talk about
Yes.
Serena and fitness because she looks good. She looks really, really
Uh-huh.
good. She
Yes.
keeps
Keeps
fit.
up
Like
with her
one thing
fitness.
about
Baby,
Serena.
she got say body
That's muscle
banging,
memory
body
right there.
boss.
If you
That body is boss, honey.
right,
Yes.
if you watch her on HBO, she has a documentary series, and when you watch it, you see her pregnancy. She actually
Oh, wow.
almost
Oh
died.
yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then, but what really got me is, as a mother of 3 and 3 C-sections, she had that C-section. She got right back out there and pushed through and continued
I
playing
love it.
tennis.
Wow.
And I couldn't even do a sit-up, y'all. Okay? I
Right?
was so inspired. She just really touches my heart. That's one of my
Awesome.
favorites.
Yes. Wow.
All right, and then y'all know I had to go to Wakanda.
Maybe they make
Yes.
me want to shave my head.
Wakanda
I want to shave my head and embrace my cancer, like for real.
Baby, all of these real strong black women, I love it. Wakanda was a film, you know, I think that
Black Panther.
pushed. I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm calling the movie
Because it
Wakanda.
was Wakanda forever.
Because I was like, I want to go to Wakanda.
remix
Girl,
it.
Wakanda
Yes.
ain't even a. Yeah, okay, but I do want to go.
It's hidden.
We gonna find
Okay, let's get
hidden.
there.
Only the special people go.
I go in my mind all the
Okay.
time.
Because I wouldn't
Your
mind
vortex.
seeing Michael B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, the strong women. So definitely that picture depicted the strong women, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to Miss Jane Elliott. Now I know y'all gonna be like, "What? Who is this lady? So if you
Actually, I know
have
who
not
she is.
heard about Miss Jane Elliott, Miss Jane Elliott is an American former third grade school teacher. She's an anti-racism activist and
Yes.
educator. She is known for her blue eyes, brown eyes exercise. She first conducted her famous exercise for her class the day after Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated.
Wow.
And let me tell you this: I've watched this lady, and I've also saw some of her documentaries. Even Jada Pinkett had her on the red table.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that.
At one point, and her activism is very, very real because it shows that racism has been an issue from the very, very beginning of time. And I want to also point out this is that it's not only racism, it was a discrimination between whites or Caucasian children that had brown eyes and blue eyes.
Oh,
Because
So-
you weren't a pure white.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
pure
just
Caucasian
it's discrimination, period.
to them.
yes.
And it's anti-racism, period. And so when she conducted the experiment, it was very, very relevant at the time, and it's relevant today.
relevant
sad to
Still
say.
relevant.
That's
sad to
relevant.
say.
With skin for African Americans, they feel like the lighter your skin is, the better off
Right.
you should be treated. Or the paper bag syndrome when you couldn't get into the
Yeah.
parties. When I was going to Howard University, you couldn't get into some certain parties if your skin wasn't literally my color or lighter, because they would put the paper bag against your skin, and this is black people doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's within. And then now it's not black or white anymore. I
commercials
hate
show
that
that.
it's all nationalities are getting into this racial
Good.
war.
Good.
And
Yeah.
everybody has this thing, oh, if you're a certain type of nationality, you do this, or you're this, or you're all about this, and it's really not. So
Right.
that's the main discrimination I have right now.
Right, and I think Jane
My
Elliott
children
is
are
very
mixed.
strong in that respect because she did speak out and she has her own movement, and I respect her for that.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
very, very strong women in their own right, bosses in their own right. So I just want to chime in a little bit. Charles Williams said, "How can men support strong black women without trying to control them?"
I ain't never met a man who ain't tried to control
That is
me.
a good question. That is a good question. I think
Oh,
that's why
that's a
you
good
asked the question.
That's a good question.
Let me know.
Because that last
Let me know.
relationship before last, that relationship before last,
Mm-hmm.
he was dead set. He was a 5%er, so he was dead set on me being the subservient woman. And
What
I
does
was-
5%er mean?
that
For
is
those that
like-
don't know.
That was like the worst part of being a Muslim.
Mm.
Like you're 5% only. You understand, of a certain race. I'm just gonna put it out there. Even though he was light as the light of the sky, but he was like that movie you see before. I'm black. I couldn't even go to a Specs liquor store or anything like that because if
Wow.
it wasn't black thrown, he was like, "You're not getting your apple vodka from this store," and I was like. But they got multiple bottles, or you can't shake this man's hand, or he knew the potential for me, like because I've been doing this for a while, at least 20 years in the game of doing everything that I'm doing. So with that being said, he felt like, oh, I'm the man that's just gonna come and control
And break
her and break her, and at some points he did break me to the point that I had to literally almost jump out of a
That's
moving
good.
car to get away from him.
Oh, wow.
And that's real talk.
That's good, Monique, that you're being transparent. I
Thank
wasn't
you
saying
for
that
your
the situation was
transparency.
good.
No, I
I wanted people to understand. I said, that's good.
But somebody needed to hear that.
Yeah,
Somebody needed to
absolutely.
hear that because you're a
It's
very
mental
beautiful woman,
abuse.
and everybody is like, oh, well, she don't know what I'm going through. So you probably
Always.
touched
Yeah,
somebody
absolutely.
right
Yeah,
there at that
they
moment.
always
So we
Right.
appreciate that.
So I do want to say that I think that men get intimidated by strong women, and so to answer Charles' question, I feel like there shouldn't be an intimidation.
It's support.
The number one thing is to listen, because a strong woman has been through so many things that when they're speaking and when they're they're giving you advice or when they're telling you something, it's meant for your good.
Yes.
Yes.
And
it's
so,
in love.
yeah, it's in love, and it's a help meet.
Yeah.
And I would love for men to understand that even with the strong woman, I don't believe that strong women, they love the control factor, but they're not trying to control you.
They're not.
What they want to control is that we're not both falling off a cliff about to die. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So if you're doing some things, or if you're not going in the right direction, and that strong woman gives you that advice, I feel like listening is the main key.
Get out of your man pants.
Right, because women are a lot more savvy.
Yeah.
They have to do a lot more things to accommodate or to just live or to just
Adaptability or flexibility, like Yvonne
like
said.
Yeah. So we are adapted to making a change real quick, or thinking on our feet.
Yeah.
We are adapted to that. So listening is a key factor for me. What about you, Sabrina? Because you are a strong woman. What do you think men could do to support strong women?
Support. Support is a really big thing for me. You know what I do. I'm out there in the community.
be.
Right.
Yep.
I'm taking pictures with men and women.
Right.
Relax.
So
Yes.
I don't need you saying, "Oh, you standing too close."
Relax. That's why I said relax.
I saw
already
that
know.
picture.
I've been Sabrina. I'm still
Yes.
Sabrina.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Relax. It's not.
Or if
Yes.
somebody kiss you on the cheek, it's
Yes.
not blattered on
Not like,
how
"Ooh,
you
I'm
get
gonna
home.
go."
Why?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yes.
No.
I'm looking at her hand. I don't see no ring.
No.
So relax.
Calm
Yeah.
down.
So yeah, support is something really big for me.
Mm-hmm.
Support.
And especially in our field of marketing, promoting, or in the industry of theater and things of that nature, we are in contact with men and women. And I think
Right.
that
Yes.
when you come into our lives or into the aspect of what we're doing, you have to understand that. So networking, even with networking, when you're going to a networking event, I'm not just speaking to women. So
I gotta speak to
first of
somebody.
all,
What I'm supposed to do?
First of all, I spoke to you, and that's how we met.
So you welcome.
So get out your feelings, boo, and get your life. Okay.
And get this money while you tripping.
Right, because 9 times out of 10, baby, that was a deal being made, honey,
Uh-huh.
right? Cash in the bank. Ching ching. Yvonne, since you're married, what is, your thing that you feel like a husband can do to support a strong woman?
Well, I feel like
He's good with it.
everything. What would you want as a man for a woman to support you and what you're doing if you're an entrepreneur? What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you if you're always out and about having meetings, whatever it is? My husband's a musician, so when he has shows, we all gotta pack everything up, go. This is support.
Right.
We all pack everything up together. We set up together. We ride together. We make sure things are in line together. And he does the same for me.
I love that.
So, he's there for whatever I need and just be there for the person. That's
Right.
what support is. Just be
Exactly.
there for
And
the
he's
person.
absolutely supporting because he is on
Yeah,
the
he be on it, honey. That's what I said. He's good.
I love
Very
that
well.
dynamic, especially with marriage. I feel like each individual should support the
Absolutely.
other. And I think that's where the breakdown comes when one is not supporting or
Yeah.
one is feeling a certain type of way, about what you do. Another thing is that going into it, and that's why we say that communication is very important, because you shouldn't try to change that person. If that's what that person does, why are you trying to change it? Like, okay, you know that Shamir Bacon is not going to go into a marriage and just be a housewife, okay? I'm the Real Housewives of Houston, but it ain't going to be a housewife situation, honey. I'm not going to be at home Betty Crocker every day.
Yeah.
You know this. So don't try to make me be that person because I'm not going to be.
I'm more
Absolutely.
Coco Chanel than Coco Vaughn. That's straight out of Sex and the
Right.
City.
You know
Come
what
on,
I'm saying?
Carrie.
And I'm gonna need you to factor in all my life, my whole life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't
So you gonna have to get it together, and vice versa. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the same for you. I think initially women go in supporting though.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
Of
went
course.
into a relationship. I was full force supporting 100%. And later on, when me and the guy was having a discussion, he was like, "Oh, I wasn't doing that at first," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And that's why we're not together today. But I'm just saying, women go into supporting. We go in with that nurturing
Yes.
effect of
But we're
of
not
men.
your mamas.
Right. But I need men to understand that too. Like, women are all in from day one.
Yeah.
Because
If
they
they like
made
you.
that decision to
If
be
we
with
wanna
you
be.
already. Like, if I made a decision and we're going into a
Absolutely.
relationship,
Yeah.
it's 100% from day one.
Day
I'm
one.
I'm not getting one. I'm not adding to make 100% later on as we go gradually.
Exactly.
And
That's that
so,
new math.
right? They need to understand. I think men need to understand that. And when you have an alpha man and an alpha woman,
It's an alpha problem.
you need to understand the dynamic of what needs to happen to make that situation work.
Absolutely.
And that, yeah, like you're right, it still can work with two
Yeah,
alphas.
yeah.
It
I think that's the
can.
best. That's what these
Power couples,
are.
Beyonce and
Right.
Jay-Z.
It's the best. It's the best recipe for a relationship. You just have to find the flow and how it works.
And don't get tricked into it. Like I got tricked into it because like this guy was like, "Oh yes, do you? I'm so proud of you. Do you?
That's
And then,
what
why
I'm
you standing
feeling.
so close? Why are you doing this?
Yeah, it's like, listen, you
gotta
can't
be
change it.
secure.
That's
What
what
is it? You
Yeah.
support
Well, let
me
me
or
tell
not?
you
Change it
that
up.
this thing, the red flags are real.
They sure
So
are.
you need to notice those red flags from day one.
From day
Okay, and don't ignore them.
Don't,
and,
please.
And then what you as a woman, this is your strength right here. You
Yes.
make a decision.
Mm.
You make a decision at that point when those red flags go up, because they go up.
Absolutely.
They go off. The sirens, baby, ring the alarm. The sirens be going off. I'm telling
Take
you.
heed. Take cover.
Because I was like, oh my God, why
Hunker
didn't I
down.
do? I should have did. In your mind,
No.
you're like 9 months later. I should have did that then. I should have
Absolutely.
cut that off.
You gotta
snip.
believe
Snip,
them
snip.
signs.
You know,
Bye-bye.
then yes. So you have to pay attention to those warning signs. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This is Boss Up Houston, official bossup.tv, and we come to you every Saturday not every Saturday, second, third, and fourth Saturdays at 10 a.m. And we have a lot of things coming up. We're gonna let Yvonne give us some information on Networking with the Stars. We have that coming up on April the 27th. So Vonnie, give us some information on the Networking with the Stars.
Okay, guys. So you can follow my Instagram at Yvonne Moore Events, and I post all the news about Networking Under the Stars there. There's going to be live performances from Brandon Moore, and another live performance from a special lady. Her name is Christina Dene. And we will also have vendors. We're going to have interviews, photo booths. We're going to have food, light bites. So just come out. The purpose is to meet new people in business, people that can add value to you or you can add value to them. It's not a come out and let me market my business to you type thing, because I know people are out there doing that. But this is a very genuine event where you can come and meet new people, build business relationships, build your network, and come out and enjoy yourself while doing it. There's going to be prizes, giveaways, and more. So I look forward to seeing everyone there and meeting you. So you can go to the event page on Facebook as well and see more details.
Awesome. So Networking Under the Stars, that is April the 27th. Hope to see you in the building. And y'all know the bosses will be there. The Boss Up Houston team will be in the building. And we're going to be doing some live interviews, red carpet interviews, and some things. We got some special guests coming in. And we would love to network with you under the stars,
Yes.
honey. Yes. Coming up, we do have our Mother's Day brunch. We are going to do it. We're saying that that's to be announced because we are going to do some things and we might be changing the date. So definitely stay tuned for that and keep it locked. We'll give you guys updates and information on that. We do honor mothers or women that have portrayed a mother figure in lives. This year, I think we're going to do a little something different because there are mothers that have lost children, and we want to definitely honor the mothers of the lost. And so we're going to be incorporating a little bit of that. Last year, we did have Kimberly McClintock. She lost her son in college. He was helping or trying to save another young lady out of a river. And he actually saved her and lost his life. And so we honored her. And I think sometimes, those women need to be acknowledged. Because mourning or grieving there's not a time frame on it. And so definitely we want to uplift and encourage mothers, period. So definitely we want you guys to join us for the Mother's Day brunch. And then we have the Real Housewives of Houston photo shoot. We do that every year. The annual photo shoot is coming up on April the 6th. So we're going to keep it live, show you guys some things. We're going to be coming live. We have an awesome day set out for us. So get it in. This has been another great edition of Boss Up Houston. I'm Every Woman edition, and we do this every second, third, and fourth Saturday.
I have a special announcement.
Oh, what's your announcement, Monique?
I mean, because I just been quiet. You know what I'm saying?
We can't even hear you.
But now, can you hear me? I will be premiering.
We can't hear you for real.
I really am not trying to talk low, really. But I will be premiering my new line for Paris Fashion Week. It's been locked in.
Paris Fashion Week.
In September. Just locked that in.
Yes.
And I'm extremely excited about New York and Paris Fashion Week.
Awesome.
You got to get out of the hood and be Hollywood.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Being hot here is a great thing, but being hot everywhere is freaking awesome.
Brenda, what you got coming up?
Ooh, I got a play coming up. April 25th to the 28th. So y'all, it's going to be at the Encore Theater. The play is called Before I Knew You.
Before I Knew You.
And it's about domestic violence. So we're making awareness. We're going to be traveling with the play and everything. So
awesome. Love that.
Tour, baby.
That. Okay. All right. Tequila, what you got coming up?
A lot of things in the communities, but specifically getting back to fitness, starting that back up on. I'm excited. We are doing a 20-day fitness group, and that's starting up before the summer.
Yeah.
We are getting summertime fine.
Summertime. Fine. Ooh, I need to be there, honey.
I need my
abs. Because I be like, off. Yeah, I want to be in my little 2P.
That's going to be good.
Okay, well, we know you got networking under the stars. You got something else coming up?
Just all these events I'm planning.
Just follow her.
Events, all of them.
Yes.
So.
Yes, so follow us definitely on social media, Boss Up Houston Network. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Please.
We're looking
Subscribe.
for you. Subscribe.
The red subscribe button and the gray bell.
Yes, and coming up, we're going to be doing official bossup.tv, where you'll also be able to get your shows in if you want to do television shows or anything, podcasts, radio shows, or anything of that nature. If you want to advertise with us, you can advertise with us. Check out Boss Up Houston or official bossup.tv. All right, this has been another edition of I'm Every Woman.
What you got
Boss
coming
Up, Boss Up Houston, and we want
Everything.
you guys to, girl, you done threw me off.
To the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
And Boss Up Houston.
Share.
I do want to thank everybody for chiming in and supporting us for this long.
Thank you.
We have a lot of things coming up. We are going to the Stellar Awards on March
Vegas,
27th.
baby.
So we will be
Been
coming
waiting all day to say that.
Red Carpet Live, and we will be doing some live interviews at the Stellar Awards. So definitely tune in. This has been another great edition of Boss Up Houston, where we
Look up,
stay up, and boss up.
In that order.
Ready to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion, fitness, health, real estate, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston. Stay up, look up, and boss up.